Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Teen Wolf, and this episode is called Silverfinger. Lots and lots of stuff happened in this episode. Some shocking stuff, some things that I think we've been waiting since season 1 to happen. So let's get started. What is happening here is that we got the demon people are trying to chase our main character Scott, Kira, because obviously Kira is the Kitsuna. That's how you pronounce it, right? So yeah, she's a Kitsuna, and we find out that these demons are actually trying to find a dark Kitsuna. And is Kira the dark Kitsuna? That's something that we find out in this episode. And we find out what the S's are in the back of their skulls when they look at them. Actually just means that you're yourself. So the only person that's not themselves is the Dark Kitsuna, and we find out who the Dark Kitsuna is pretty much in this episode. Kinda, you can insinuate it in the end of this episode, because you have another Styles episode, another Styles story arc going on here. Again, the one half of the story arc is the Kitsuna story arc. We also have this Allison Isaac story arc going on, but they're just pretty much helping Scott and Kira figure out what the Kitsuna is. So that's more of the origin portion. Scott and Kira are more of the tense portion. What's going to happen is Kira, a dark Kitsuna. Again, she was in the end, which I was happy to see, and I kind of expected also. And then we got Styles. Styles, he's got some things going on with him. He can't sleep. Obviously we know what's going on with Styles. And Melissa actually helps Styles and says, oh, you have to go to bed, you know. And she says, oh, that's probably the only thing, yeah, he needs sleep. And the one cutest moment I thought with Styles was when he called Melissa Mom. That was perfect. That was one of my favorite moments of the episode. He said, thanks, Mom. I was like, wow, that is awesome. So you felt for Styles in this episode. So you're like, everything's going to be fine. And Melissa's like, oh, I've seen this case before. So she goes in the records, 2004 dead. The same symptoms was with his mother, Claudia. And that's what I was saying before in the beginning of this review, is that things that we've been waiting for. Find out more about Styles' mom. Make Styles supernatural. Some people probably are waiting for that, some people aren't. I'm okay with it. So Styles might be the Dark Kitsuna, because in the end, the demons come to try to chase him. He pulls a firefly out of these demons, and they suck into Styles. So that probably means he's the Dark Kitsuna. And then Scott walks in and says, hey, you okay, man? He's like, yeah, sure. And they walk away. So I think this is going to be a very interesting arc for Styles. And we're all been waiting for a big arc for Styles like this, because Styles always been the sidekick. And finally we have his own supernatural story arc, and he's going to be the main portion of the story arc, because we always get Scott, he's the main, but it's Styles now. There are so many great moments with Styles, and I think this also would mean that we would get some flashbacks with his mom, right? That's something you could think about. I feel like, why mention that she died and had the same symptoms as Styles if, you know, you weren't going to show flashbacks. And it's cool that she was something supernatural, probably. And maybe she was the Dark Kitsuna also. So, again, hopefully we will get flashbacks. I mean, the one question we still have for Styles is what is his first name? I don't think we'll get the answer for that. But we're actually getting a lot of Styles mystery answers here. So this is a really surprisingly, not even surprisingly, but every episode's great. But this is a surprising arc that they're actually trying to venture, because you always had that Styles mystery, but you never thought the writers are actually going to state exactly, again, who is Styles' mom, like, now, is he actually supernatural? And they're stating all this in only season 3, and I'm having a blast with it. I feel like with every episode, Teen Wolf, it just keeps getting better and better, and this episode proved it. It just keeps getting better and better, and also with this season has just been so dark and great. But then we have a couple, some comedy to have some lighter moods. But I think with every character, except Lydia, which I was disappointed that she wasn't in this episode, but hopefully we'll see more of her as the season goes on, obviously. But I thought all the characters had some pretty good story here. And again, there's more Scott, Kira, even I would say Melissa, and Scott's father is in this episode too. He actually gets hurt a little, so I'm sure we're going to see a Melissa, Scott, and Scott's father scene in the next episode, and Scott might have some explaining to do after all that madness that happened at his house. So it'll be interesting because, Scott's father has been more on the sidelines, and now there's going to be even more story with him and more complicated things with him because he was only that FBI agent, and now there's supernatural stuff, there's do I trust you because you left me, there's a lot of story there, and I'm really excited to see if he dies. First of all, he might die, or if they explore the story a little bit more. But yeah, really good episode. This was definitely a darker episode, probably one of the darkest episodes, I would say, of Teen Wolf, because there was a lot less comedy in this episode, a lot more tension here. But again, every episode has been great and different, and again, great in different ways. But if you're a Styles fan, as much I really am a Styles fan, so if you are, this was an amazing episode because it just really drives a story arc for him. So I'm totally excited for the next episode and see where this season goes, because this is going to be a Styles season. So very excited for that. Please tell me in the comments below what you thought about the episode. What type of Kitsune you think Kira is. Do you think I'm right that Styles is the Dark Kitsune? I mean, I think that's right to insinuate. So please tell me in the comments below. And of course, I'll have another review for Teen Wolf next Monday, part of Werewolf Monday. And hope you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno. And guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and the Rant Situations. And don't forget to like my Facebook page. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.